Welcome to Denver, Colorado, and Richard L. Snowden Stadium. It is playoff time, and it is a beautiful 63-degree, mostly sunny day here in Denver. And it is time for the Denver Nightwings and the Sioux Falls Sparrows. You are watching the SFL on Twitch, brought to you by APM Music. Welcome into the booth with me today, Dan Mitchell. Grayson Willis sitting here doing stats for us. Dan, how do you see the game going today?
You know, I'm looking for a very exciting game. We have the 9-3 Denver Nightwings, who are being a Goliath this season, a meteoric rise, versus the 8-5 Sioux Falls Sparrows, who are no David to slap aside. You know, last season, Denver lost to Sioux Falls both times they faced them and haven't seen them yet this season. So I'm very excited to see how this new Denver team will go against Sioux Falls. It's going to be a very big running game I'm hoping for, with both McChesney and Colin Hart coming out big as huge running backs.
Yeah, both of these teams love to run the ball. Both of them in the top 5 running teams in the league. And neither one of them like to throw the ball too much. They like to spend most of their time on the ground with these big running backs. So we'll see what they have planned for today. Again, it is the quarterfinals of the playoffs here. Denver hosting Sioux Falls, and Sioux Falls will kick off to get things started. We are ready from Denver, Colorado for some football. And we are underway. Kip comes back inside the 10-yard line and returned up to the 28. And the Nightwings will go on offense to start this one. Offensive unit for Denver, quarterback Josh Miller. Halfback is Jared McChesney. Wide receivers Giacomo Jones and Logan Keel. And the tight end Hiapo Kinloa. Josh Miller this season, 2,726 yards passing, 17 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. Had a good game against San Francisco earlier in the season, 437 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Big game there for Josh Miller. First play goes for a yard, bring up 2nd down and 9.
Hey.
2nd and 9 from their own 29. Single back set for Miller. 2 wide to the right. Going to go to McChesney right up the middle. Breaks a tackle. No, almost broke that tackle. Not quite. Stopped after a gain of 6. Bring up 3rd and 3.
You know, earlier on, we're already seeing Denver use McChesney, and while it hasn't been as explosive a start, maybe they're just warming up, pushing on through tackles and grabbing some more yardage.
3rd down and 3 now. 2 backs behind Miller. Going to go to McChesney again, trying to fight his way up the middle, but nothing doing there. Going to gain a yard, but will bring up 4th down and force a punt.
You know, Rich, early on, I really have to hand it to this Sioux Falls defense. They are expecting McChesney to come out, and they are stopping him exactly where they need to, already forcing a punt this early in the game. I have to say, bravo to Sioux Falls.
Yeah, I was impressed by the way that they stopped McChesney both times going up the middle. Lily Long with the punt. Comes back to the 30. Good coverage. 4-yard return to the 34. And the Sparrows will go on offense. 1st down and 10 from their own 34. The Sparrows come in after their wild card win and a blowout against Vegas this past Thursday night. And Julian Tyree, the quarterback, 2,571 career completions for 27,600 yards. And he's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down for the first sack of the game. Brought down by Mac Attack in the backfield.
Well, if you're Denver right now, you're feeling pretty good. Humos got away from that first sack, got brought back even more, then dropped for a 2-yard loss. This is big defensive opening by both teams.
So loss of 2, 2nd and 12 Tyree under center, single back. That's Colin Hart. Going to go to Hart to the right-hand side, has some room, steps over a defender, bounces it to the outside, stiff arm, still going. Can he outrun the defense? Down the 10, 5, touchdown, Sioux Falls.
Massive already. You're seeing the running backs come out big, but those blocks he had at the beginning of that run were precious to that play. As we see the replay, you see that in the opening plays, he had a wide opening with at that section where he had 2 blockers come for him. He had wide open room for 1 blocker just to push away. All he had was one breakaway, and the speed to the end. Colin Hart already showing up while he has yards per carry 5th all time.
Massive stiff arm up in the inside there, and then just had to outrun Sawchuk, the inside linebacker. I don't think that's much of a race there. So Sioux Falls strikes first. Extra point is up and good. 8:38 left in this first quarter. Sioux Falls 7, Denver 0. You're watching the SFL playoffs on Twitch, brought to you by APM Music. Some chat shout-outs here. High Flying Dwarf, Bridge City Bird, T. Paternity, The Dead Knight 57, Jordy Smith, Sonic 0002, Nacho QCCGM, all you guys in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. And I am not nearly as good at these shout-outs as some of the other folks on the mic, but I'll do my best. Return comes up to the 31-yard line, first down and 10, Denver. Now let's see if they can get something going, Dan.
Yeah, Denver needs to fire back and fire back quick. Sioux Falls had a giant opening by Colin Hart. Let's see if they give it to McChesney or go against their standard and throw it a bit.
So up under center, single back, McChesney, 4 wide from Miller. Drops back to throw, short drop, throws it over the middle, incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Graham Canyon.
You know, it's going to hurt. You see that they handed to McChesney a lot, and maybe the receivers just weren't ready for it. And he wasn't even looking the right way. We have to see Denver opening a little weak, but there's plenty of game time left, that's for sure.
Second down and 10 now. 2 wide out to the right, single back. Got 5 up on the line for Sioux Falls, right up the middle, McChesney, and he is going to be stopped after a 2-yard gain. Stopped by Tyrone McGee. Third down.
Seeing a real big press by the Sioux Falls line as they're all expecting McChesney to come up the middle too, and they're just putting a giant stop to it.
So now we got an empty backfield, 5 wide. Sioux Falls looks like they're running bump coverage or man coverage. Drops back to throw, pump fakes, throws right, incomplete. Knocked down by Nick Fargo, and that'll force another 4th down and a punt, man.
Yeah, no, that was some great pass block by Nick Fargo, who just really batted it down with ease. And Denver's 0-2 on their drive for any points at all, and they haven't even got a first down yet. So it's a hard stop by Sioux Falls, who's really showing up early for this game.
Yeah, Sioux Falls defense definitely came to play. This is shocking, to me at least, to see the Denver offense sputter like this. So the punt is fair caught at the 38-yard line, and Sioux Falls will come back out on defense with decent field position at the 38. Let's talk about the Sioux Falls offense. Quarterback Julian Tyree. Halfback is Colin Hart. Wide receivers A.J. Warren, Ray Lynn, and Riley Porter. And the tight end Craig Hearn. Single back is Colin Hart. Looking to throw, Tyree. Goes over the middle. It's complete. Out past midfield to the 44-yard line, and that's enough for a first down, complete to Ray Lynn.
Yeah, you know, you had a great slant down the middle. He had a little bit of coverage, but he ran right by it. Grabbed the dot of the ball that was perfect for him and just got brought down there for the first down. Really seems like Sioux Falls is methodically working their way up through this Denver defense.
So first down and 10, Sioux Falls in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. 2 backs, everybody else in tight. Short drop, throwing left, it's complete. Breaks a tackle, but stopped just short of the line to gain there. Stopped by Marty McCree. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Sioux Falls, as I just said, methodically. I don't know, Rich. They're just coming out and they're coming out to play. I got to hand it to them.
Yeah, Sioux Falls coming out of that big win against Vegas in the wild card round, wanting to continue to make a statement. That was complete somehow. Tyree was hit as he threw the ball, which popped that ball straight up in the air, but J.J. McKee came down with it, and it's enough for a first down.
I don't know if he knew he was getting that ball, but he grabbed that ball, and good for him as they got the first down. And early on, Sioux Falls is just working their way up.
Getting breaks, that's for sure. Up under center, Tyrese, 2 backs. And we got MeUndies Laundry on the field, free play, and that one's knocked down, incomplete, but I think we're going to have a offsides against the Nightwings.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 77. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
And that's what we have, so 5 yards, and we'll have first down and 5 now for Sioux Falls.
I know Denver's maybe a little antsy over how this game is beginning, but they really can't get too crazy where they're going to start jumping off sides and making silly mistakes like that in a playoff game.
So Denver showing some pressure up at the line. And that throw is knocked down, incomplete. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 5. MeUndies are the world's most comfortable underwear. Visit MeUndies.com/simulationFL for 15% off your purchase, which will help support the SFL through our partnership. Give the gift of comfort with 100% satisfaction guarantee, free shipping and returns. Signature soft and stretchy MeUndies. 2nd down and 5 after that incomplete pass. 2 backs behind Tyree. Looking to throw, goes to the right, complete, but just can't keep his feet. Complete to J.J. McKee. Bring up 3rd down and 3.
Richard looked like he had a little bit of spin in the air and just couldn't keep himself up with the footwork. A little odd game already.
Yeah, I think he had to readjust to that one in the air. Going to go to Colin Hart, and he is stopped in the backfield by Bailey Baca. It'll be a loss and bring up 4th down and 5.
Denver definitely learned from their last time Colin Hart had the ball and said, no, bringing him down as soon as we see him.
So we're going to have a field goal attempt by Sammy Prefontaine. This will be a 43-yard attempt. Hold is down, the kick is up. And it is no good, wide right. So Prefontaine misses from 43 and the score stays. Sioux Falls 7, Denver 0.
That may hurt, but it happens when we're playing this game, and you won't make every kick, but it's a playoff game. We're going to have to see. The game's almost approaching shenanigan level, but not yet. It's definitely an interesting one, Rich.
All right, so Denver takes over 1st down and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Going to go to McChesney to the left, and he gets a little hole out there, gains 4, 2nd down and 6.
It's looking like the line of Denver really knows how to open up that hole for McChesney, but all the secondary and everyone farther back of Sioux Falls is just filling in that gap immediately as he picks up maybe 2-3 yardage and just bring him down. We'll have to see maybe if they go out a bit to the flats or they change up the game a bit.
McChesney the only back, and they're going to go fake the delay. Going to go to McChesney out of the backfield, and he's got it out to the 45, and that's enough for a 1st down. And I don't think that was McChesney. I think that was number 33, Steve Oyoki. There he is.
Little fullback sneak coming out there.
That's right. So McChesney dots the back of the power eye. Too wide to the right. We're going to go to McChesney this time to the left-hand side. Has a block. Nice block. And he has some room. Breaks a tackle, and I think he is gone. Foot race into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, so far, all points are to the two people we were talking about, the running backs. Colin Hart and McChesney just coming out huge this game, and it's really seemed like if they get those blocks, as we see the ever-scroll block of the game, they get those blocks, they're gone.
Yeah, blocked by the fullback that we were just talking about that caught that pass. He comes out and makes a huge block that sprung that run, and McChesney gets in the end zone. You know how that was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, it had to. It's really showing that both running offenses aren't just the running backs. It's showing that it's a full team effort, getting those blocks, making those holes, calling those great plays, and just opening up both of these defenses.
So Kramer Jackman knocks the extra point through and ties this one up with 4 minutes left. Ever scroll by Movement blocks blue light to protect your eyes from digital screens. Don't hurt your eyes by checking out SFL action. Protect them and see every moment by using the promo code SimulationFL at purchase from movement.com. That's MVMT.com. A portion of your purchase supports the SFL through our partnership. Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Kick comes down inside the 5. And the return comes out to the 27-yard line. A.J. Levy on the return. And Sioux Falls will go back on offense, first down and 10.
Now we got a 7-all game. Both teams, I think, are really getting a feel for what they have to do and a feel for each defense. Maybe they'll start opening up and we'll have a very high-scoring game. Who knows?
Well, they're going to start off empty backfield, 5 wide or 4 wide. Trips to the left. Tyree drops back to throw, throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Incomplete knockdown by Sawchuk. Bring up second and 10.
Sawchuk really looked like he was hungry for that ball, coming out here and grabbing that. Almost pulling it in, but it's interesting seeing how these running offenses are trying to at least open up the field a bit with their air game.
We go to a 3-back set. 1 wide out right. Going to go to Hart to the left-hand side. He's got some blocking, and he's going to get hit and brought down after 6. Bring up third down and 4.
You got a big man like Hart. It may be 3rd and 4th, but when you got someone like him, if he gets one good block, you know, he's got 82 yards on 3 attempts in this game already. He could easily pick that up.
Tyree is hit and brought down immediately by Bailey Baca. I don't think anybody touched him coming through the line.
Yeah, Bailey Baca coming out like a freight train by the Denver Nightwings. Number 71 on the line looked like he sort of had him, but just gave up within 2 seconds of that mass just coming straight through him and putting Sioux Falls down after that sack and making them punt it away.
So Sioux Falls forced to punt. Max Mulholt standing back inside his own 15. And a nice punt, nice coverage. Will put the Nightwings back at their own 30-yard line, first down and 10.
We got a normal, decent 30-yard starting position. We got Denver, who just had a great breakaway. We'll have to see if they can react to it after putting a great stop to the Sioux Falls and what they will do now if they're going to just keep feeding McChesney with some great blocks.
So Miller out of the shotgun, McChesney to his right. 3 wide, drops back to throw, sitting in the pocket, throws left. It's complete. Giacomo Jones on the catch, gains 6. Second and 4.
First time we've seen anyone besides the fullback catch a ball. Giacomo Jones. I'm excited to see if they pull up Hiopo and Logan Keel as well as Giacomo Jones to really open up this field up for McChesney so they can utilize him in a more efficient manner as well.
Yeah, I kind of anticipate that. They're going to have to do that to open up that running game a little bit. Too wide. Single back. Going to go to McChesney this time up the middle, and he just lays the first defender out and the second defender and gets enough for a first down. That was rough.
That was a freight train coming out of McChesney. I didn't even blink before number 91 on the line was down. Number 42 also down. It took another 3 defenders in the secondary just to come out and drop him before he got any further with that.
So first down and 10, Night Wings. Power I behind Josh Miller. 3 wide. Looking to throw, sitting in the pocket. Throws right downfield, complete. That is to Hiopo Kinloa, and that's enough for a first down.
When I said earlier that I wanted them to utilize their other air assets, that was a lot more than I was expecting out of that. I was expecting some nice slants down the middle to pick up a little bit of yardage. No, they just wanted to go far to the out, pick up that nice chunk of yardage for the first down. But I really like it, picking up 20 yards off just the first long catch. Denver's opening it up, Rich.
Yeah, and a nice catch by the tight end, Kinloa there. One-handed catch on the spin, trying to readjust. Pulled that thing in, toe-tapped the sideline, and got his gain down to the 33-yard line, first and 10. Single back, 2 to the right. Kinloa on the right-hand side of the formation, going to McChesney right up the middle. Breaks a tackle, and finally drugged down by A.J. Levy. But that's enough for another Night Wings first down.
Levy held on to McChesney for dear life. He had to go for the foot just to bring him down because he knew if he got just a step further, it would have been painful and broken all the way through.
First and 10
So McChesney finally getting into his groove here. In the red zone, trips to the left, single back. Miller looking to throw, going to McChesney out of the backfield, and he gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Second and 10.
Yeah, Sioux Falls not learning from they are learning from my past mistakes, excuse me, as they come on through and just bring down McChesney. It seems to be a good chunk or nothing.
So single back trips to the right. Fakes to McChesney, goes right over the middle, incomplete. Could not hold on to the ball, trying to go back to the fullback, Ioki.
That's a little painful as where we are right now, but it'll happen definitely when you're trying to throw to your fullback. He doesn't always have the best hands, and it's a good play, a good call. But you're always throwing up a little bit of chance when you're throwing to your fullback.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say, he caught one already. You may not want to try him too many more times. So empty backfield here for Miller. Trips to the right, one to the left. Looking to throw. Plenty of time. Throws into the end zone. Tipped up. Incomplete. Almost picked off. John Barnhart had a chance to grab it, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's what I think they really need to do on Sioux Falls and just pressure Denver into having a third and long and making them pass it where they know they're weak so they can better cover all their possible receiving targets, and then they're putting Denver in a very hard position where now they have to kick for a possible 3 instead of going all the way.
So field goal attempt here by Kramer Jackman. 35-yard attempt. Shouldn't be much of a problem for Jackman. He is perfect on the season, 28 for 28. And that one is up and good. So Denver pulls out the lead 10-7 here late in the first quarter.
We'll make it 29 for 29 because Kramer Jackman's still having a perfect season, which is very impressive. Yet to miss one, which is huge. Now Denver is up when Sioux Falls had the early momentum going in this game.
If I'm not mistaken, he is the only perfect kicker in the SFL, but I'd have to check that to make sure. So Jackman boots this one away. Comes down around the 5. And returned out to the 26. Let's look at the comparison here between the Sparrows and the Nightwings. Very evenly matched. Both have allowed similar points, scored similar points, passing offense, both around 230, 240 yards. Rushing offense, 150, 170 yards. So very evenly matched teams. This should be a fun game to watch today. Pass to the outside is complete. And that is a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Richard, you're saying they have very similar ideas of what they want their team to be, and they're both utilizing it differently. And as you see, Denver's been doing a bit better this season, but Sioux Falls is definitely not falling behind that much. So they're only 3 points down against one of the best teams in the league right now.
Tyree sits in the pocket, throws incomplete, just dropped. Could not hold on to it. J.J. McGee, the tight end.
You know, you hit some shenanigans level, Rich, when someone's got a wide open ball and a nice easy catch, and they just high school drop it right there on the ground.
Yeah, that was an easy one too. I mean, he was just sitting right there. It would have been a first down. So now brings up 3rd down and 1. Heavy package here. 2 backs, drops back to throw, sits in the pocket, has time, incomplete. Dangerous throw, trying to get it to Craig Hearn, but B.J. Armstrong was out there playing that back end of the coverage, knocked it down.
Yeah, B.J. Armstrong getting his hands maybe just enough on it. And, I mean, he's got 6 interceptions on the season. I'd be a little worried about throwing near him. And now you're making Sioux Falls punt it back. Got a bit back and forth going in between these two teams now.
Punt comes down around the 20, but returned out to the 25. And that will be a Denver Nightwings first down. 1 tick left in this first quarter. Denver holds a 10-7 lead. You are watching the SFL on Twitch. Brought to you by APM Music. Single back behind Josh Miller. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. And they're going to go to McChesney. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, was able to drag John Barnhart a couple yards for the gain. But that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Denver 10, Sioux Falls 7 from Richard L. Snowden Stadium in Denver, Colorado. You're watching the SFL playoffs, the quarterfinals here on Twitch. Rich Pratchard and Dan Mitchell here with you with play-by-play in color. Back in the stats truck, Grayson Willis handling all the math for us, keeping us up to date. Glad everybody's joining us. It's going to be an exciting day of quarterfinal action here on Twitch, so make sure you don't go anywhere. 3 more games going on. Miller drops back to throw, throws it over the middle. It's complete. Gain of 7. 3rd down and 7. Avery Haya on the catch.
Yeah, Denver trying to open up their field already. We see Jared McKenzie already at 97 on 9 attempts against Colin Hart's 82 on 3. Both running backs come out huge this game. I'm really excited to see the end of this stat game.
Throws it over the middle. It's complete. Giacomo Jones with another catch out to the 45. First down and 10, Denver.
You know, Denver really opening up their game now, getting some nice easy catches, open up their air game so Sioux Falls has to really react differently, which then can open up their run game by having to adapt. We got a very open Denver right now, which is very threatening for this playoff season.
So 4 wide for Miller, single back. McChesney looking to throw, throws to the left, that's complete. Just short of the first down. Complete to R.J. Decker. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know, this is very interesting as we see the Night Wings coming out for 4th season with the 22-26 on their all-time record. Haven't won a playoff game yet, but this could be a big thing, and they haven't beat Sioux Falls either.
Going to go to McChesney right up the middle. Shoulders down a defender and stopped just inside the 40 at the 39. That will put Jared McChesney over 100 yards on the game already at 105 on 10 carries.
Yeah, 10.5 yards per carry. Nice, easy math right there, Rich, and that's big numbers for not even getting done to the half yet.
Yeah, we just got out of the first quarter, and he's already broke 100 yards. Trips to the right, single back. Going to go to McChesney again, right up the middle. And he is stopped by A.J. Levy, but not before he gains 5, 2nd and 5.
You know, on the season, Jared McChesney has 5.8 yards per carry, which is huge because if you can get a first down every 2 plays about just with your running back, you have a very reliable play you can always run.
Looking to throw, throws to the right. That one's complete. And enough for a first down. Yapo Kinloa, the tight end, making that catch again.
You know, I really like the use Denver has of their tight end, either coming out for that long out he had earlier or just enough for that first down. Both out where they really like to put him, it seems like. 27 yards and 2 attempts, catches.
When you get him in traffic, he is a big target. 6'6", 240 pounds. So if he can get over his defender, that catch again to Kinloa, gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Well, he was the number 4th pick in the draft, so you're definitely getting your use out of your draft pick when he comes in and being very reliable no matter what position you really put him in.
So Denver has 2 rookies on this team that have really contributed to this success, and that's Kinloa and then the linebacker Sawchuk. He's a week 2 signing. That one's complete. Logan Keel on the catch brings up 3rd down and 3. So yeah, Mike Sawchuk came in week 2 and has just been a force with 113 tackles, and he's actually got an interception as well. Four wide for Miller. Drops back to throw, goes right. Complete again to Kinloa, but that's enough for a first down. So first down at 10. First down and 10, and they're in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Sioux Falls doesn't really seem to be adapting to this constant use of Canola, who I guess they just don't think they'll do it again like a betting game. No way will they do it again, and Denver's like, I'll call that bluff. Do it again. 3 times in a row, all for great yardage.
Out of the shotgun, Miller goes into the end zone, tipped up, and nearly intercepted again, but just falls to the ground incomplete. I think that one got tipped about 4 times.
I think there was a little bit of luck involved in that one, Rich, as that touched way too many hands for that to be dropped on the ground.
I've said this before, time to go back and work on that tip drill because that one should have been picked off. Got 5 up on the line this time for Sioux Falls. Going to go to McChesney, trying to bounce it to the outside, and nothing doing there. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Zenosika makes the stop.
Denver finally called their bluff and actually did a run, which I guess Sioux Falls was in and ready for the entire time while they were passing to Canola, but even though it happened, they put him down, McChesney, where he needed to be.
So 3rd down and 10 now. Looking to throw, goes right. It's complete, but it's going to be short of the first down. Logan Keel on the catch. Bring up 4th down and 3, and I would imagine a Kramer-Jackman field goal attempt.
I mean, when you have a perfect kicker and you're this close, I mean, it's pretty good. I'm not going to try and jinx it on him because that'd be terrible on this one.
So this will be a 26-yard attempt from the right hash for Jackman. And the kick is up and good, and he remains perfect on the season. And Denver extends its lead 13-7. 5:53 left in the half here from Denver.
Kramer-Jackman going 30 for 30 on a season. Give that man some kind of props because that's impressive.
Jackman boots that one into the end zone. And a decent return out to the 23. Sioux Falls will come out and take over on offense. 1st down and 10 from the 23. They really need to get something going here. This is going to be a long, or a not necessarily long, but a slow-paced game with these two running teams, Dan.
Yeah, they're definitely not going the direction I had initially thought when I saw this lineup, but it's keeps things interesting, and I believe they were doing this specifically because they were facing both teams so similar.
Throw right over the middle, completes. Out past the 45, A.J. Warren on the reception, and that'll be a Sparrows 1st down.
First time A.J. Warren gets targeted, first time A.J. Warren catches it, and he picks up 24 yards. Sparrows may be a running team, but it seems they really utilize their receivers in a good fashion where they can pick up some great yardage when they need them to.
Tyree 6 of 9 for 67 yards so far. 2 wide left, going to go to Colin Hart right up the middle. He has some room, and he gets out close to the 1st down. Gain of about 9.5, bring up 2nd down in inches.
Now you're putting Sioux Falls in a very nice position. If they just use Colin Hart again, they can go farther. And whenever we see the Sparrows profile come up, they've been around for 7 seasons. They are no new people. If you want to continue that on that one, Rich.
Yeah, playoff record for the Sparrows is 2-5. And they, again, they beat Vegas last week in the wild card. But they're they're no normal wild card team. That's enough for a 1st down this time for Colin Hart. 1st down and 10, Sioux Falls. So with as high of a rank as Denver has and Sioux Falls coming in the wild card, you'd think this would be kind of a one-sided game, but not by a long shot here between these two teams. Tyree throws out to the right-hand side. It's complete. Colin Hart out of the backfield makes the catch. Matthew Lee on the tackle, gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Colin Hart's approaching his century mark with only 5 attempts, though. He's got 18.8 yards per carry. He hasn't been used as much as I thought he would, but he's definitely got the yardage as if he was.
Looking to throw again, going to the left this time. That's enough for a 1st down, and stopped after just about a yard past the 1st down was Portis.
Yeah, Portis came out, caught a nice spin ball, picked up the 1st down. That keeps Sioux Falls' drive alive, which is great for them as they're approaching this red zone.
So 1st down and 10 from the Denver 29, 3 backs. Going to go to Colin Hart to the left, breaks a tackle, and gets out to the 22, gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Nice run.
That right there puts Colin Hart over the century mark. So before the half even hit, you have both running backs over 100 yards. Colin Hart with a great break on that 1st tackle, which kept that play from going nowhere.
Again, the 3-back look. Single receiver out to the left. Going to go to Hart to the right this time. Has plenty of room across the 10 to the 5, and he is stopped just short of the end zone by Nicholas Warner. Nice tackle by Warner, but that'll be a first down inside the 5.
Yeah, Nicholas Warner with the touchdown-saving tackle. I saw Denver's defense lined up, and they were all playing back as if Sioux Falls was going to pass, and that just opened it wide up for Colin Hart.
Tyree up under center. Looking to throw on first down, going to the left. It is caught, but he had to readjust and couldn't make the turn into the end zone. Again, that's that tight end Portis. Now, I was going to make comment, during the wild card game against Vegas, Sioux Falls threw to every single eligible receiver on their roster, Dan. Tyree spreads the ball around a lot. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
Oh, no, I was about to say, if you have the assets, use it. My bad on stepping over you, Rich.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
So much crazy good for this game. Very exciting.
So that does bring us to the 2-minute warning. Denver 13, Sioux Falls 7. Into the end zone. Colin Hart, touchdown, Sioux Falls.
When you're this close to the end zone and you have a man like Colin Hart, who's 12th all-time on rushing touchdowns, use him. As you can see, he almost got stopped, but his force alone, you couldn't stop him from getting to that end zone.
Yeah, he is not the biggest halfback in the league at 5'10", 237, but he is strong. Once you get him rolling, it's hard to bring him down. So 1:58 left, just after the 2-minute warning. He gets in the end zone. The extra point is up and good. So Sioux Falls takes a 1-point lead, 14-13, with 1:58 left in this half. Quip Designs delivers simple ways to keep your mouth healthy with timed vibrations. Brush head refills for $5, refilled every 3 months, covered with free shipping for life. Use the link posted in the chat for your purchase. We'll help support the SFL through our partnership. Quip, a more wholesome clean.
Sparrow to kick off. Number 10, back to receive.
So Sammy Prefontaine tees it up. And we'll kick it off to the Night Wings after that Sioux Falls score. Makes a move into the inside and gets it almost out to the 40-yard line. Well, stopped at the 40. They're going to mark him at the 40. Nice return there for the Night Wings. First down at 10.
Looked like on the kick, it looked like Porter went down. I'm not sure if he was injured or what happened there.
Yeah, I thought I saw something like that. I was reading. Didn't see the McChesney right up the middle. And stopped by Nick Fargo. Gain of 5, second and 5.
I don't know what else to say about McChesney other than he's a very reliable running back who will get done what he needs to get done. Great blocks all the time. He can go forever. And even without them, he can just drag people along with him.
To the I formation. 7 in the box for the Sparrows. Going to go to McChesney. Bounces it to the outside. Has some room. Gets a nice block across the 40 to the 30. Can't turn the corner out to the 20 all the way down to about the 18-yard line. And that was a first down run from Jared McChesney.
To reiterate my last statement, Rich, if he has the blocks, he can go forever.
So they're going to mark him at the 17. Yeah, he just could not quite outrun that back. Looking to throw. Going to that fullback out of the backfield. Aoki makes the catch this time. Gain of 2, second and 8.
I always feel like they're playing a bit of a risky game, Rich, whenever they throw to that fullback. And it sometimes work out for them in a great manner. But I always have a little bit of intake when they do that.
Two wide left, two backs in the shotgun with Josh Miller. Looking to throw, has time, goes to the right. It's complete again to Aoki, and he gets enough for the first down. So first and goal, Night Wings from the 7, 42 seconds left in the half.
There was another intake, but obviously it was worth it as they're at the 7 with someone like McChesney with a stopped clock with that used timeout. See if Denver puts something up.
Heavy set. Going to McChesney. Tried to put it right up the middle, but had to bounce to the outside in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Stiff arm from McChesney gets him into the end zone.
McChesney coming out, pushing anyone out of his way, grabbing those points, and you're putting up for 2 touchdowns this game already. Making his 20 touchdowns on the season. Huge for McChesney as a great running back this season, between probably 2nd overall in my personal opinion.
And Jay Ringgold tried to come up and make that tackle, and McChesney just kind of pushed him aside and stepped into the end zone. And the extra point kick is up and good. So Denver regains the lead, 20-14, with 38 seconds left in the half. You are watching the SFL on Twitch. SFL is sponsored by APM Music, Production Music Library, and Custom Music House. Brought to you in part by Extraordinary Everest, heartfelt messages on the most extraordinary place on earth. Bit Central and Fuel, transforming SFL media in 2019. Harry's all you need for a close, comfortable shave. A.J. Levy on the return, brought down hard at the 19-yard line. And the Sparrows have 34 seconds and 3 timeouts to march 81 yards, try and get in the end zone.
First and 10 from the Sparrow 20 yards.
So 3 backs, single receiver to the right for Tyree. Going to go to Colin Hart. Makes a cut to the inside and stopped after a 6-yard gain. And bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it looked like Riley Porter, who we saw get knocked down during the extra point attempt earlier on, did in fact get hurt.
26 yards.
All right, trips to the right, one to the left. Single back, Colin Hart. Tyree fakes the delay, goes left. It is complete, and the toe drag on the sideline is enough for a first down, complete to A.J. Warren. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. Denver 20, Sioux Falls 14. Great game happening here in Denver in the quarterfinals of the SFL playoffs. So kind of as we expected, Dan, not a lot of passing yards, rushing yards dominating, 117 for Sioux Falls, 160 for Denver.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Maybe the passing stats are a bit higher than I thought, but I really like the effective usage of their tight ends and some great slants down the middle that they're using. But obviously, the running backs are dominating. Whenever they get a good block and a hole opens up, it is game over. Either a 50-yard plus run or just all the way to the house. McChesney and Hart, good on both of you, showing a great opening, and I can't wait to see what you do in this second half.
So Colin Hart, 8 carries, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. McChesney, 15 carries, 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. Giacomo Jones has 2 catches for 19. Logan Keel 2 for 11, and Yapo Kinloa 4 for 33. For the Sparrows, A.J. Warren with 3 catches for 32 yards, and Ray Lynn 1 catch for 20. Julian Tyree is 11 for 13, 86 yards. And Josh Miller is 13 for 19 and 92 yards. Neither one has a passing touchdown yet since the running backs handled all that kind of business.
I mean, when you're the 20th and the 16th respective pass offense, you know, it's more of a support, I think, to the running game than actual expecting some passing touchdowns. As last time I remember they had attempted it, it just sort of went off into a tip drill and got ugly from there.
Bailey Baca with the only sack so far today. And Kramer Jackman is 2 for 2, continues his perfect streak on the season. And we are back here in Denver getting ready for the start of the second half. Rich Pratchard, your play-by-play commentator today. Sitting next to me is Dan Mitchell, and back in the truck, Grayson Willis handling the stats and doing the math. And anybody that's heard me before hears me say I don't like doing the math, so I'll just let them handle that. Grayson does a great job. Appreciate the help. And Sioux Falls will start out on offense. Jackman boots that one down inside the 5. Return comes out to the 28. And Sioux Falls goes back on offense, first down at 10, trailing by 6.
Yeah, Sioux Falls with only 22.8 points per game allowed, 4th best in the league. While it's still Denver they're up against, it's a little surprising that this early they got this lead going on them.
So heavy set here for Sioux Falls. Going to go to Colin Hart to the left. He's got some room. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets it across the 40. Brought down at the 40. And that's enough for a first down.
Rich, I think Colin Hart had a good, nice halftime break. He sat down, he meditated a bit, and then he said, I'm going to truck some fools. Came out, and just as soon as he got the ball, went on through anyone who tried to stop him.
Yeah, basically broke 3 tackles. One there at the end, finally got brought down, but good, powerful run by Colin Hart, kind of what we've been seeing from McChesney so far tonight. First down and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw, Tyree goes deep downfield, intercepted, brought back to about the 43-yard line. B.J. Armstrong goes up and gets that one.
When we have huge running offenses, this is very odd to see, but it's not a great feeling as B.J. Armstrong grabs his 7th interception of the season, and that just put the ball right back in Denver's hand at the beginning of this half.
So Denver goes back on offense, first down and 10 from their own 43. Looking to throw, Miller goes short, knocked down. Incomplete, Tyrone McGee with the bat down.
Oh, we're about to go back-to-back. Rich,
yeah.
It was a wide-open pass and just grabbed it. If he had a better hand on it with that weird starfish jump he had going, maybe he could have grabbed it. His only concern seemed like hitting the body with the ball.
So second down and 10, Denver.
Second and 10.
Just getting started here in the second half. Denver 20, Sioux Falls 14. Don't forget, we've got a whole day and evening of action here on Twitch. The SFL quarterfinals going on. Trips to the right. Fakes it to McChesney. Goes deep downfield. Complete. That's down to the 10, to the 5, in the end zone. Touchdown, Logan Keel.
I know we haven't called much of Logan Keel's name today, my bad. That was his 3rd reception, and he just, grabbed it, went to the end zone, and no big deal. Nightwings are up 26-14. Pending an extra point, they get 27. Huge play I was not expecting out of Denver, probably at all today. But good on them for taking a risk and it paying off.
There were 2 Sparrows in the area, but he had them both beat. He had at least a step or 2 on both of those Sparrows defenders. And that was enough. So Jackman in for the extra point. Low snap, but he gets it down, and the extra point kick is up and through. So Denver goes up 27-14 here with 10:08 left in the second quarter. The SFL is... Sorry about that. The SFL is sponsored by Matt Doyle Designs, official design partner of the SFL, MediaTek Institute. Visit MediaTek.edu for diploma programs. Turn your passion into your profession. MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear for men and women, and Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Return comes out to the 27, first down and 10. Sparrows. What are they going to have to do to get things going here, Dan?
You know, Sparrows have shown they have the capability to move this ball and move it fast. Colin Hart gets a good block, and he's gone. They've also shown a little bit of pass game. I think if they got some better pass, they could do it. Or if Colin Hart really turns on everything he's got, it goes for gold.
So Colin Hart has some room, breaks a tackle, down across midfield to the 40, down to the 30. Can he outrun him? Down to the 10, 5, touchdown, Colin Hart. That's what they need to do to get going, Dan.
Well, Colin Hart went for gold, became an Olympic sprinter, and came to the end of the end zone with full gear on, saying, oh, well, we're going to score again and make this game even that much closer.
Just great blocking from the offensive line, and breaks one tackle and then just outruns everybody.
Everyone forgot about Colin Hart's earlier job of being a running boy for his newspaper, so he had to run as fast as he could with that football in his hand. Now we got a much, much closer game. 1 point game, Rich, pending the extra point. Or not 1 point, my bad. 1 score game.
1 score game. Yeah, 6 points too, and that's important. That 1 point, if they put the extra point through, Denver will only be up by 6. So the extra point is through. Denver 27, Sioux Falls 21, 9:51 left in the third quarter. And there's Colin Hart's career statistics: 558 carries, 3,584 yards. Obviously, before this game, that's 6.4 yards per carry. On a career, 6.4 yards per carry is huge. 42 rushing touchdowns, 4 receiving touchdowns. It's just a workhorse.
Colin Hart don't play around, Rich.
Returns out to the 28-yard line, first down and 10, Denver. And you got a running back over their career that averages 6.4 yards per carry. I mean, that's just kind of automatic.
You can know exactly what you need to do, and saying, oh, we're 4 yards from this first down. Just give it to him. We know we'll get it, and we don't have to worry about what kind of game we're playing.
So power I. Miller drops back to throw, has plenty of time, goes to the right. That one's complete. Steps out of bounds, Logan Keel. That's enough for a first down.
Logan Keel running off that high from that last touchdown. You know, grabbed a nice out, grabbed just enough yardage for that first down, and then going out to stop the clock. Denver showing up in all ends now. 162 yards passing this game, which is actually more than Jared McChesney has run by 1 yard.
So first down and 10, Night Wings. Trips to the right, one to the left. Single back behind Miller. Gonna fake the handoff to McChesney and go left, complete. And we get some more toe drag there on the sideline. Giacomo Jones on the catch, gain of 9, second and 1.
Giacomo Jones putting on his tap dance shoes, sliding all the way in just to make sure he got that 9-yard gain. Now they're putting Denver at a very nice position.
So 82 folks sitting here watching us on Twitch tonight, or this afternoon. Appreciate everybody joining us. Right up the middle, McChesney breaks a tackle, gets it out to the 40. First down and 10, Denver.
You had a yard to gain. Denver has no qualms about handing it to McChesney at that point, who is currently at 10.8 yards per carry right now. 1 yard looks like a single step to him at this point.
So heavy set, single receiver to the left. 7 in the box for Sioux Falls, going to McChesney to the right. Sioux Falls strings it out. McChesney does break through one tackle, but isn't enough to get him any or much positive yards. Alex Parker comes up and makes the stop after a 1 yard gain. All right, I'll give you guys some shout outs here in the Twitch. I told you I'm not very good at that. The Brown Knights, Warhammer 62, Matt Shady Slyn, HWJ 1512, Classic Host, Optimus Klein YouTube, Shacker 3, Eric JDWA, and that is complete to Keel for 7, 3rd down and 3.
You know, Keel coming out big, mostly because of the giant touchdown he had, but already has 87 yards this game for a big running offense, which is great for Denver.
So 3rd down and 3 Night Wings. And some MeUndies laundry on the field. This will be a free play. And it's a good thing it's a free play. That's about the 3rd or 4th interception that's been dropped by the Sparrows on tips like that.
Neutral zone infraction, number 96, defense.
So an offsides against the Sparrows. That'll walk it up 5 yards.
Rich, I know that was a free play, but I just swear I saw some circus acrobatics going on from that ball jumping around people's backs and doing little somersaults. I don't even know what that was.
So 1st down and 10 after the penalty. Going to go to McChesney to the left. He has some room, breaks a tackle down to the 10, and stopped at the 10 by A.J. Levy. Touchdown saving tackle, but that's enough for a 1st down.
You know, I think that's A.J. Levy's 2nd touchdown saving tackle against McChesney this game. Hand that man a medal, as I'd be terrified if there wasn't someone like him in the secondary right now.
So McChesney this season, 1,831 yards before today on 314 carries, and another, 5.8 yards per carry, 18 touchdowns. And there McChesney goes right down Main Street and stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Stopped by Alex Parker.
That was the first time, I think, in a long while this game McChesney was stopped at the line without having any real gain. Sioux Falls really has to keep that up if they want to keep this game in their hands.
Going to go to McChesney again. He goes to the left-hand side, but stopped after 2 yards. Nick Fargo on that stop brings up 3rd and goal.
Sioux Falls, I think, is at a real bend or break moment, as if they let this go into another touchdown, they got to work that much harder to tie the game up and overtake them. But if they stop it at a field goal, they have a real good chance to tie this up or overtake them that much quicker.
4 wide, single back. Miller to throw, throws it toward the end zone, tipped around, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down, and I would imagine another Jackman field goal attempt.
We may be seeing 31 for 31 now, but as you said earlier, Rich, they really need some tip drill practice for days, as they've been dropping so many balls. I understand 1 or 2, but if you're given this many chances and you drop every single one, it'll really bite you.
Yeah, and if you look at the turnover differential for both of these teams, Jackman's kick is up and good from 23 yards, so Denver extends their lead 30-21. 2-score lead here. 6:06 left in the 3rd quarter. Like I said, turnover differential for these two teams. Sioux Falls is at a -5. Denver is at a +8. And they could have almost zeroed out that -5 today with those interceptions that they could have possibly come up with. Jackman boots this down to the goal line. Fumble. Ball's on the ground. And it looks like Denver came up with it.
Oh. That'd be a Denver ball, Rich.
So Levy on the return, ball knocked out and recovered by Denver. They have the ball first down and 10 at the Sioux Falls 22. In the shotgun, Miller. 8 in the box this time for Sioux Falls. Throws left, completes, and no, out of bounds. Could not keep his feet in, trying to get it to Keel. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, after that fumble, I say this game officially requires shenanigans, as that was painful for Sioux Falls. Denver's in a very good field position now with the lead of 9 over them. They're really gonna have to put a giant stop to them if they want to keep this third quarter alive.
With the pace that this game is at, a score, or especially a touchdown here, it would be tough for Sioux Falls to come back from that. I know there's a lot of time left, but this game is very slow-paced. Gain of 4 for McChesney, 3rd and 6. We're already at 5:30 in the third quarter. Trips to the right, one to the left for Miller. Fakes the handoff to McChesney, goes into the end zone, incomplete. Trying to get it to Keel, but just a little long.
That was some great coverage, though, by Greg Barnhart, who we haven't really called this game so far, but he really put the pressure on Logan Keel, who had to step too far so he couldn't grab that ball, which would have been a huge, huge loss for Sioux Falls.
So this will be a 34-yard attempt for Kramer Jackman. Ball will be placed on the left hash. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it's good. 5:10 left in the third quarter. And Denver extends their lead.
Well, make Kramer Jackman 32 for 32 now. Still 100%. Man's got a boot, and then he's got some great accuracy, and he's keeping that percentage alive for that perfect score.
Rich Pratchard and Dan Mitchell here with you from Denver for today's quarterfinal action. Grayson Willis handling stats back in the truck for us. Return comes back out to the 24, and Sioux Falls will start first down and 10 from the 24.
Sioux Falls has to brush off that fumble, realize they stopped them, they didn't get a touchdown, all they did was get 3 points, reconfigure themselves, and go back to what they know, giving it to Colin Hart and then airing it out a bit to throw Denver off.
2-back set, 2 wide left. Tyree throws over the middle, knocked down. Almost, that one could have been picked off, and that may have been a pick 6. Mike Sawchuk.
That is the opposite, I think, Rich, what you need to do after coming off that. I think Sioux Falls is a little spooked right now, but if they get themselves back together, they still aren't that far off. 12 points with 5 in the third and a whole fourth left is plenty of time, so they need to keep their growth going in the right direction.
2 wide left, 1 wide right. 2 backs. Tyree sits in the pocket under pressure, and he is going to be sacked. Bailey Baca with his 2nd sack of the day.
Big man Bailey Baca coming to eat up those quarterbacks, and there was nothing he could have done as Julian Tyree just got dropped.
And Tyree took a really short drop, and it just took way too long to try and get rid of the ball. Tyree from the shotgun throws it over the middle, and that one's complete in traffic to Ray Lynn. That's enough for a Sparrows first down.
That's exactly what they needed after this back-to-back-to-back, just nothing going for them. The Sparrows get a great grab by Ray Lynn, who picked up 15 yards on that play and just pulled it in, grabbed the first down, kept this drive alive so they don't have to risk any more points by Denver right now.
It was good coverage out there, too, by Matthew Lee and Nicholas Warner, but Tyree just fit that right in the hole where it needed to be. Single back, too wide. Tyree short drop, throws it right over the middle, and that one is complete. Complete for about 9 to J.J. McGee. 2nd and 1.
Coming out there, picking up a nice 9 yards, throwing the ball, and maybe give it to Colin Hart now, who can pick up that first down. As long as they keep this drive alive, that's all they need right now.
Going to Colin Hart out of the backfield. He's got enough for a first down, breaks a tackle, still running along the sidelines, finally forced out. Boy, he tiptoed that sideline.
It really seemed like there was a whole flood of Sparrows behind him after he started picking up momentum. He knocked the one defender, and then suddenly there was 4 people supporting him, and he could knock another. Eventually, they just forced him off sides, not being able to bring him down.
So first down and 10, Sioux Falls from the Denver 35. Heavy set. Going to go to Hart, going to left-hand side. And he just about gets out of the grip of the defender, Phillips. Sorry. But he does get brought down there after a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Deontay Phillips knew there was no one going to stop Hart unless he dragged him down right then and there. Good work on him.
Right up the middle. Just gets a yard before Bailey Baca brings him down. 3rd down and 5.
Colin Hart did hit his 2-century mark, though. He now has 205 yards on 12 attempts.
So 3rd down and 5 now from the 30. Drops back, goes right over the middle. That one's complete. That's enough for a first down to Rain James, the wide receiver, on that catch.
Sparrows are staying alive right now, Rich. They're fighting their hardest just to keep this drive alive as they're almost approaching the end zone, where a touchdown would be huge for them.
Short drop. Throws it to the right to Hart out of the backfield, and he is going to get just short, pushed out of bounds, just short of the first down. Matthew Lee on the tackle. 2nd and 2.
Real good work on pushing Colin Hart outside the zone. Wow, that was a little hard to speak for a moment there, but he's pushed him out. That was great work on him as he knew he couldn't bring him down.
2 receivers left, single back. Tyree going to Hart again out of the backfield. He's got to readjust to that one and cannot get any forward momentum and is brought down for a loss. That'll bring it up 3rd down and 5. Nicholas Warner was right there.
That was showing that Hart is a great running back as long as he has the momentum carrying him. As soon as he lost all the momentum and had to start from nothing, he got brought down like a sack of potatoes.
So Tyree throws left. That's enough for a first down. A.J. Warren down to the 11, 1st down and 10.
It's been cutting it close every single time, Rich. They've been getting to that 3rd and 6, just always that 3rd down. They barely get that next one, but now they're in the red zone at the 11 where anything can happen.
So in the red zone, first down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Can technically still get a first down. Drops back to throw. Tyree goes to the right. That's complete. Short completion brought down by Matthew Lee. Brings up second down and 7.
Now, Rich, I know it's a bit early, but if we hit that point where we're at fourth down, do you think they should go for it?
Well, I don't know. As slow as this game's going, they may want to consider it. It's a 2-score game at this point. Throws left and tipped, knocked down. Good coverage out there by the Denver secondary. Osiris Pelican makes the bat down.
Pelican came out here swimming. He grabbed that ball and almost batted it, or wow, other way around that one. Almost grabbed that ball and batted it down, swimming on through and not being able to get that ball anywhere.
Trips to the right for Tyree, single back. Looking to throw, plenty of time, goes to the right. It's complete. But again, coming back toward the quarterback and can't get any forward momentum going. James on the catch, but stopped short of the end zone. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter, folks. Denver 33, Sioux Falls 21. Don't go anywhere. It's a great game going on here in Denver in the quarterfinals of the SFL playoffs. You are watching the SFL on Twitch, brought to you by APM Music. So now we're going to get a Sammy Prefontaine kick attempt here. So this answers our question, Dan. They're going to go for the 3 points, get some more points on the board. And with 10:42 left in the game, they tack 3 more onto the scoreboard and cut that lead just a little bit. Rich Pratchard, Dan Mitchell here with you in the booth. Grayson Willis back in the truck. The SFL is brought to you by Movement, premium watches, sunglasses, and accessories. Quip, perfect oral care delivered. ScoreStream, official score updates app of the SFL. And Spy Goat, the sound choice. That return comes back to the 40, to the 50, across midfield. It is a foot race to the 30, to the 20, and he is gone. 10-5. Touchdown, Steven Vega.
Denver wanted a statement. Steven Vega wanted a statement. He grabbed that ball, and then he was gone. No one had great blocks, and as soon as number 94 blocked for him, no one could catch up to him from that point. That was a almost free score by the performance of a great player and a great block that ended him up there.
Yeah, the great blocking by the coverage team, or by the return team for Denver. I don't think a Sioux Falls player got their hands on him. I think the only player he bumped into was one of his blockers. He bumped it to the outside and was gone.
He walked in there untouched, Rich. That was a huge play for Denver. And now Sioux Falls is down by 16 points at the top of the fourth quarter with 10:29 to go. They're going to have to kick it into high gear to keep this game alive for them.
So yeah, with Denver up 40-24, like you said, 16 points. You think Sioux Falls has to go to the air? Or do you think they go back to Colin Hart, go back to their bread and butter and just try and get it done?
I think Colin Hart needs to put on 2 gold medals now, or make it a platinum. I don't know, make a whole new medal just for him, because he needs to turn on everything he's got if they want to keep their playoff chances alive. As he had a great block into a touchdown earlier. If he has everyone on his side, I think they could put back a good amount of points. It just matters if it's enough and if their defense can stop Denver from putting up any more.
So Tyree to throw, throws down the middle. That one's complete. Breaks a tackle down to the 45-yard line. That's Craig Hearn. Nice run after catch there. First down, Sioux Falls.
You know, maybe Sioux Falls has a different idea than me, and they want to mix it up a bit by passing to their tight end, Craig Hearn, picking up some yardage. He's not a small person. He could probably push on through some people and then pick up enough necessary yardage maybe to get a nice Colin Hart run for a bit more, or just put them anywhere for some points. I think they're willing to do anything at this point.
So single back, 3 wide for Tyree. Throws left this time, complete. Steps out of bounds. A.J. Warren. 2nd and 5 right at midfield. Got 3 more games coming up tonight at 4 o'clock Central. It'll be Mexico City at Dallas. Aztecs at the Lobos. At 6 o'clock Central, it's Tallahassee at Alaska. And at 8 o'clock Central, New Orleans at Baltimore. Colin Hart out of the backfield gets it down to the 46, bring up 3rd down and 1. That's a heck of a slate of games on Twitch here for tonight, Dan.
I am very excited to watch it. Watch all of these games. Sorry, Rich, for stepping over you at that point. I am so excited to watch all the games today.
Heavy set for Sioux Falls. Going to go to Colin Hart to the right-hand side. Bounces it to the outside. Gets the first down out to the 41. So, again, I talked about that turnover differential there. +8 for the Night Wings, -5 for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. That I kind of saw that as a key coming into this game. But, again, pretty well balanced teams, and we can see it on the field. McChesney on the check down, gains 4, 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, besides like 1 interception, 2 interceptions, we haven't really seen any crazy turnovers this game, besides the possible ones that could have happened a few times with a bunch of tip drills. And we'll see, they may have regretted that.
So Sioux Falls back to the heavy set, and MeUndies Laundry on the field, another free play. And Colin Hart's only going to gain a couple before he is knocked down with attitude by Marty McCree. But that's going to be a penalty against the Night Wings.
Neutral zone infraction, number 77, defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat, 2nd down.
So that'll be 5 yards and a repeat of 2nd down for the Sparrows. You know, besides, I think we've had 3 offsides penalties so far today, Dan, but otherwise it's been a pretty clean game.
Yeah, I think the first one that we saw was a bit of a jumping nerve. Second one was, oh, we're down, we need to catch back up. This one, I think Denver's just getting a little overconfident maybe. And they're like, oh, we can do it.
There you go. Looking to throw, pump fakes once, goes deep down the left-hand side. Nobody even close. Incomplete. Knocked down as he threw it.
I think Julian Tyree was trying to throw. He saw someone in the stands. He was like, oh, I remember that person. I saw him at the bar yesterday and threw the ball to him.
Yeah, it's just because I have no idea where that was going. There wasn't even anybody over there. So we go back to the heavy set. Just 4 up on the line for Denver. 7:32 left in this one. Going to Colin Hart to the left, and he gets held up just short of the first down, 4th down and inches. And what do you do here, Dan?
You got a man like Colin Hart as your running back, and you're at 4th and inches down by 16. If you do not go for this, I may have lost faith in the Sparrows today.
So it looks like they're going for it. Single back is Colin Hart. Tyree taking his time, maybe just trying to draw him off sides. And it looks like that's what he's trying to do. Play clock winds down, and Sioux Falls takes a timeout. 6:51 left here in the 4th quarter. And let's see what Sioux Falls offense dials up here on 4th down and inches, trailing trailing by 16. And they're going to go for the field goal. Would not have been my choice, Dan.
No, points are points, I guess, but at this point you need 16 just to tie the game.
And the kick is up and no good.
And your kicker's now 0 for 2.
Yeah, and that was going to be my comment, was he couldn't hit that first one. And this one was from 45 plus. That just would not have been my choice. Now 6:46 left. Sioux Falls has 2 timeouts, but Denver has the ball first down and 10 from their own 38.
It's nasty territory for the Sparrows, Rich. Real nasty territory.
McChesney, the single back, 4 wide. Looking to throw, throws over the middle. That one's complete. Just cutting through the zone there is Giacomo Jones, and that's a Nightwings first down.
Yeah, the Nightwings, I think, are going to play with this ball as they want. As long as they end the ball as a good tackle on the open field, they have good clock management, and they can wean this time out so the Sparrows don't have a chance.
So same formation, 4 wide, single back, short drop, throws it, just dumps it over the middle, but that's enough for a first down. Catch made by Steven Vega.
Big man Steven Vega won even more out of his game today than just a return touchdown. But they also put Josh Miller over the 200 point. He is now 212 yards.
You're going to go 4 wide, trips to the right. Fakes the handoff to McChesney, throws left. That one's complete. And steps out of bounds, Giacomo Jones. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think Denver's giving McChesney a break right now as they're just really airing the ball out, but with a lot of success. It seems like when they have their confidence going, they can really just play with this ball as they need to and throw to the out or down a slant down the middle. Maybe give it to McChesney next just to throw Sioux Falls off.
I kind of expected to see a little bit more of McChesney, but there he is this time, and he gets stood up at the line of scrimmage by Johnny Summers. Bring up 3rd and 1.
You now see McChesney at the 199 mark, about to hit the 200, and they're at 3rd and 1. I really hope they give it to him just so he can hit the 200 mark right now.
So back in the shotgun, Josh Miller with 2 backs, 2 wide. Sits in the pocket, throws it over the middle. Nice catch in traffic. Logan Keel down to the 12, first down and 10, Nightwings.
Well, they put Logan Keel now at the 99 mark. They threw everyone off by throwing a slant down the middle, and now no one knows what to expect as they're now in the red zone against Sioux Falls while they're already up 16.
So 4 wide for Miller, drops back, throws left, incomplete, just right through the hands of the receiver Decker. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Josh Miller so far on the day, 21 of 32 for 232 yards and a touchdown. Jared McChesney is 1 yard short of a 200-yard day. 22 attempts, 199 yards. Let's see if he gets that here. 2nd and 10 at the 12. And they're going to give it to McChesney. Bounces it to the outside, and he gets it down to the 9-yard line, gain of 3. Yeah, they're going to give him gain of 2, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8, and that'll put him over 200 yards on the game.
Yep, halfback Jared McChesney, 201 yards on 23 attempts with 2 touchdowns, 8.7 yards per carry. He's a big man and a big impact of this game.
Trips to the right, one to the left this time for Miller. Fakes the handoff to McChesney, steps up in the pocket, throws to the back of the end zone, tipped and incomplete. Alex Parker back there, the inside linebacker, playing in coverage and knocked that one down.
Yeah, that's another one where we play a little bit of a tip drill and then we regret it, and we sort of just question. It's not a good thing. I also like to thank Grayson Willis for putting up those stats and staying with us all game so I can read them off and not have to do any math.
So Kramer Jackman comes out. He'll try and tack 3 more on. And make it a 3-score game. And the kick is up and good from 26 yards. Denver 43, Sioux Falls 24, 3:53 left in the game.
I think Kramer Jackman deserves some kind of medal or MVP. He's 5 for 5 this game alone. That makes him 33 on the season. He's got 15 points on this game. It's more than their quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. Rich Pratchett, Dan Mitchell, and Grayson Willis handling the stats here for you tonight, or today. We used to calling these games at night. Return comes out to the 23, first down and 10. And Sioux Falls will come out and try and get something done. They've got 2 timeouts. Colin Hart, we were talking about McChesney breaking 200. Colin Hart's already at 210 on 14 carries. That's 15 yards per carry, Dan.
Yeah, no, Colin Hart's a huge asset. I'm really sad that we haven't seen. Oh, it's a nice block down. Yeah. Colin Hart just isn't pulling out as much as apparently Sioux Falls needs.
Deontay Phillips in coverage knocks that one down. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Yeah, you can always go back and dissect your game plan, dissect your play, and wish we would have done this, wish we would have done that. But I'm sure a little bit more Colin Hart today would have been helpful. Trips to the right, one to the left this time for Tyree. Looking to throw, good protection, and that one is caught. 3rd down and 3 in the hurry up now. Same formation, trips to the right, gonna hand it, and they'll fake it to Colin Hart going deep down the field, and that one is picked off. B.J. Armstrong with his 2nd interception of the day.
Well, B.J. Armstrong coming out big, coming out large. You got Bailey Baca with 2 sacks. You got B.J. Armstrong with now 2 interceptions. The whole defense of Denver is just shutting down everything Sioux Falls really wanted to do. And while it's easy for us to look back in retrospect, I don't think they were expecting this when they came into this game.
McChesney off the left-hand side, gets it down just short of the line to gain. Stopped by Nick Fargo, bring up 2nd down and inches.
Well, Rich, at this point, I think it's a McChesney game of seeing how much they can just get the minimum of the 1st down to run this clock out so they don't have to try and do anything else.
2nd and inches.
Single back, 4 wide. Josh Miller letting that play clock run all the way down to 2, killing as much clock as possible. That one's complete, but forced out of bounds, so the clock will stop.
This is just an ugly place if you're a Sioux Falls fan, but if you're a Denver fan, life is pretty good. 2:35 in the 4th quarter. You're up by 19. Denver, I think, is feeling pretty good about their lives right now.
Gonna go to McChesney to the right. He's met in the backfield and stopped. No gain. Actually a loss of 4. 2nd down and 14.
Yeah, they get sacked, but that's still an open field, so as much as you probably don't want that as Denver, you're okay with it right now. Right now, the clock's running. You got time to burn, and you're just going to try and hopefully get that first down to run this game out to the end.
So 2:04. This might take us down to the 2-minute warning, and it will. That takes us to the Quip 2-minute warning. Denver 43, Sioux Falls 24. Here at Denver, SFL quarterfinal action. Got all kinds more action coming up here on Twitch this afternoon and this evening, so don't go anywhere. Just kind of park yourself and leave Twitch running and watch some football this afternoon. A great slate of games. McChesney with no gain, and Sioux Falls will take their second time out.
Right now, Sioux Falls is trying to maybe burn the clock. Hopefully they're at a third and almost impossible right now with a 3rd and 14. Who knows? Denver may just pull something out, but if Sioux Falls does get the ball back, maybe they'll just try to throw the points up just so it looks like the stats are a bit better and less skewed as they are right now.
Going to go to McChesney. That is not McChesney. The backups are in. That was Skeeter Baja on the carry. Dropped for a loss. Bring up 4th and 15. And Sioux Falls will take their last timeout.
Yeah, Sioux Falls is out of timeouts. They're about to get the ball back. Maybe we'll see a point out of them as the backups are in. Who knows? But right now, with the deficit they're at, it's pretty much end of game. Everyone wrap up. It was a great game, though, Rich. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was. I thought it was going to be a little closer than it ended up being. And, boy, they could have pinned that one right down inside the 1, but just let it roll into the end zone for a touchback, so Sioux Falls will start at their own 20. First down and 10. No timeouts left, 1:45. And they're going to leave their starters in. You got Colin Hart back there, lone back in the backfield. Tyree under center. Trips to the right. Fakes the handoff to Hart. Goes deep down the middle. It's complete. And a nice throw and catch to Craig Hearn. First down in Denver territory now at the 49. Again, fakes it to Hart. Goes left this time. Complete. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock. James on the catch.
You know, total combined, Sioux Falls between Julian Tyree and Colin Hart have well over 400 yards, and they've been doing really well all the game. If you just looked at stats, I think it'd be really hard to tell that there's a huge difference in this points.
Yeah, there were some key plays in this game that kind of turned this thing around, but again, you're correct. The stats aren't going to tell the story. That one throws over the middle and incomplete. Bring up 3rd down and 3. You've got the kickoff return for the touchdown. You've got the turnovers. Missed field goals. And Sioux Falls just wasn't able to capitalize on some things.
Yeah, it was taking every moment that was given to you and getting the most out of it, I think, is what really turned this game on its head.
Tyree to throw. He is going to be sacked. McAttack and Bailey Baca in on that one. I think that's the 3rd sack Bailey Baca's been in on. 2 solo sacks, and then that shared with McAttack. Trips to the right on 4th down. Throws it over the middle. That one's complete. Enough for a first down. Ray Lynn with a nice catch. And we're going to spike it to stop the clock with 39 seconds left.
Yeah, maybe they'll score. They're almost at red zone. Just make it look a little bit better. 43-31 looks a lot better than 43-24 right now, Rich.
Yeah, we'll look a little bit more presentable on the scoreboard when the final scores come out. That's for sure. If they can get this one in the end zone. Trips to the right, one to the left. Looking to throw deep drop. Throws deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. Knocked down and could have been picked off out there by Pelican.
Yeah, Pelican living up to his name. Looked like he was flying there for a second. Just grabbed that ball, flapping both wings, but he just threw it down instead of trying to bring it in, even though that would have been very difficult.
So 3rd down and 10, empty backfield. 33 seconds left. Goes over the middle. That one's complete, but right in the middle of the field. Craig Hearn. 23 seconds left. Tyree throws incomplete.
The pass was incomplete, intended for.
Kind of expected at least one attempt there, 1 or 2 attempts into the end zone.
Yeah, I guess they just wanted to throw it away and just ended there. Not good game, though. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Rich, what about you?
Yeah, it was a great game. It was fun. It was good to see these running backs do their thing. I've called a couple Denver games this season. Have not gotten to call a Sioux Falls game, and it was just great to call this game and see Colin Hart do his thing. And Tyree threw the ball pretty well, actually, today. And Denver will kneel that one down and bring this one to a close. Denver 43, Sioux Falls 24. So Denver will advance to the semifinals of the SFL playoffs, driving on toward the championship game. So some final stats here. Julian Tyree, 29 of 40 for 255. Colin Hart, 14 attempts, 210 yards, 3 touchdowns for Colin Hart. And there's the final team stats. Again, like we were saying, it looks pretty even, Dan.
Honestly, Richard, it looks almost dead even. If you didn't know the little things that happened in this game, you would expect this game to be a bit much, much closer.
Yeah, you got to see the 3 turnovers, though, at the bottom of that stat line. The 3 turnovers are key in the storyline of this game. The 1 turnover that gave Denver the ball at about the Sioux Falls 20 was the turnover on the kickoff, and that one and the kick return for a touchdown kind of nailed that coffin shut.
Yeah, that kick return fumble was painful if I was Sioux Falls, but great capitalizing on everything Denver. They played their hearts out. Kramer Jackman had the most points out of any single person this game. I just wanted to point that out. He had 15 points to his name on 5 field goals. Every single which one he's made for 33 on this season so far. Big shout out to him. That is a massive stat. And then you had a huge throwing Josh Miller, who came out a lot bigger than I thought. He had 236 yards on 34 attempts, and then Jarek McChesney came out exactly where we thought he would, with 206 yards on 26 attempts. Both coming out big. And then can't forget about Steven Vega, who just a massive, massive kick return to a touchdown that no one, I think, was expecting this game, Rich.
No, I agree. I don't think anybody was expecting to see that. The wide receivers for Denver, Giacomo Jones, 61 yards receiving. Logan Keel, 1 yard short of 100 yards, 99 yards receiving. And Hiapo Kinloa with 37 yards. Logan Keel had a touchdown as well. Ray Lynn, 54 yards. A.J. Warren, 43 yards. And Craig Hearn, 66 yards receiving for the Sparrows. So really, offensively for both teams, I think we've kind of beat this dead horse. Pretty even.
If you're not looking over at turnovers and touchdowns, I would think this would be a game that would probably go into overtime by how close these stats are. It was scary just how much the little capitalization of every single moment Denver had the ball or took the ball from the Sparrows really mattered.
All right, here we go. Our extraordinary Everest player of the game, Jared McChesney, 25 carries, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 8.3 yards per carry. Great game for Jared McChesney. And we want to thank everybody for joining us on Twitch. Don't forget, another game coming up here in about 10 minutes. Mexico City at Dallas. So stick around for that one. Want to thank you guys for joining us. Grayson Willis back in the truck. You did a great job on stats. Thanks, man. Couldn't do it without you. Dan Mitchell, thanks for joining me today. Had a good time calling the game. So
it was a pleasure, Rich.
It was fun. For Dan Mitchell and Grayson Willis, it's Rich Pratchett saying good night.